Amun Ra high priest voice. All right. So I have my friend here, and we are talking about what are we talking about today?
You said relationships, right?
Yes.
What about 'em? Like um, the bright side of them, the dark side of them, the. I mean, it's. I think it's so many different sides. It's like you have the helping side. You have the. Let me see. You gonna have the difficulty side.
Mhm.
Um, but I think it all depends on the difficulty. Like I don't want to curse. I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch myself. But if it's some crazy stuff, of course,
Mhm.
I'm kind of shy. So if I look away, that's
He
why.
ain't shy. Quit playing.
But I mean, it's all types of different avenues where I think I put it to you like this: to
Mhm.
make a good one, it takes communication,
Mhm.
um, patience, uh, understanding, shit, exit door. I was playing, man. What else? To me, it's just basic, man. You just gotta. I put it to you like this: you can't be afraid,
Mhm.
or you have to be willing to know you got to give of yourself. Um, it's like you got to understand you can't be. It's like you can be selfish, but selfish in a good way, meaning um, if it's gonna be beneficial to both of y'all. Like, let's say if you want to go on a date or something,
Mhm.
y'all haven't spent no time with each other and stuff like that. It's just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put the other person first. It ain't that deep. You just gotta put the other person first. Y'all do the same thing to each other. So if you focus on doing what's best for each other, you don't have time to focus on the bad stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So you silly.
Well, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. No. So I feel like I wrote a book and I have to write another book because a lot of people they're like they're thinking I'm crazy because I wrote a book about being a single woman's advocate. However, my book was geared towards single women with no children, just to show them how show them what self love is and to show them different avenues of relationships. You know, I feel, some people feel that I think that relationships are not good, but I honestly think it's good when you have the right person. When you
Look,
you huh?
go ahead.
Like you said patience,
Mm.
I don't I lack patience. But if you have like two people who are willing to give,
Mm.
or if you have someone who is very balanced in emotions.
Like reassuring each other, or
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. Go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm listening to you fine. But yeah, so if you have two people that are willing to give, that's an excellent thing. However, I may be quick tempered. I
Mm.
may not know how to balance my emotions, and you are a very calm person, so you listen
Mm.
and you're patient.
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
And you're a protector.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
No, I'm just playing.
but I appreciate those attributes,
Mm.
As you get older, I feel like when you get older, you look for things like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I never it's what all women want, but when you're in your younger stages, you don't really think about that. I mean, you have the whys, the silent whys of why this person didn't do this or why this person didn't do that, but
Mm.
you're not so into wanting those. I mean, you want the attributes, but it's kind of like, I wish this person would have did this, instead of stating out loud what you want or what you want to manifest, or what type of relationship you truly want. We always say we just want, what do people usually say? I just want to be happy in a
Yeah.
relationship.
I just want to be happy, or I ain't gonna say that.
No, say it.
No, I ain't gonna say
You
that.
better say it. Don't do that to the audience. They want to
Okay.
know.
Or they gotta have creases
Creases, what's
in their
that?
pants. They need creases in their pants. What else? That's so funny. I ain't never heard that. But it's cute though. I ain't, that's somebody thing. I get that.
I said I don't like creases.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Well, this creases
Or
period. Yeah,
do not fold your pants at the bottom.
Yeah, don't cuff them. That's another hilarious one. But that's what it is. I understand. I mean, like I say, I get it. I mean, I just look at it as you just have to be willing to accept the person's faults. But I mean, not so much accept them. It's almost like to me, you have to look at a person's faults and look at the positive aspect of their faults. Like, it's almost like if a person is lacking in something, can you assist them over that bridge and vice versa? I mean, it's just a team thing. I mean, if it's teamwork, and I don't know, it's just, I think everything has a process. So I think the more time you spend with a person, to me, that's practice. The whole duration of the relationship, to me, you practicing the majority of the time. So it's like you practicing to talk more. You practicing to understand more.
What's important to you in a relationship?
Let me see.
Why don't you just keep it real?
I am. I got to think about it.
No,
Okay.
you don't, because you know.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just want to be precise.
You come on now.
All right.
We got 10 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know that. My bad. Okay, coochie. I say sex. Not the way other people see it, but in conversation, you gotta be able to communication, conversation, and let's see, communication, conversation, and appreciation. That's all. If you can do all those, it covers everything.
What about provide?
I don't see. To me, I ain't gonna lie. That to me, that concept, I don't think that's like. I just think it's almost like that's a concept.
Yeah, but it's something that you're going to do.
Well, what I'm saying is, see, that's like, to me, that don't even need to be discussed though.
Why not?
Because when you
that's important.
But you got to understand, when you're dealing with a man, certain things go without being said.
Okay.
So it's like, when you got a man, you don't look at it as, I gotta be a provider. That's just what you do. You don't say, I gotta do it, or, just being honest. Because it's like, if you want some bread and water, and whatever you eat, you got to make, if you ain't selling nothing, you're going to have to hustle something. You're going to have some type of product to bring you some type of income. So, when you making money, if you're not by yourself, you're gonna wanna provide. You're gonna wanna, I say, assist. You're gonna wanna help. That's why I look at the provide word.
What do you think about me?
What do you mean?
What do you think about me?
You're interesting.
We like the same thing.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you just think outside the box. So you don't think like the average. So it's like, and then you're not afraid to express you don't think like the average. So that's what I like. That's what I like that a lot. Just how a person thinks, how you think. It's good. It's not the norm. So that's what I like. I don't like the norm. That norm stuff is boring. But you cool. You cool. You got me all on the spot now. See, that's the time I get shy. But
don't get shy.
No, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of the word eclectic. Like you're different. really different in a good way, like
Do you think that I'm crazy?
a little bit. Just not really. I just think like I've stated. I think some things, just as human beings and individuals, I think some things we don't need to think about. It's like some things like I say, it goes without saying.
Yeah.
So it's like some things you just keep to yourself. Or it's not that you crazy. It's just
Passionate.
yeah. It's you passionate.
And it makes me look bad.
No, I won't say that. I just look at it. I look at it who the person is. Because if you have somebody that's interested or intrigued, they're intrigued.
Are you intrigued?
Yeah, the stuff you say. Oh yeah, the stuff you say is very. It's almost like it's like a research project where you hear it, and you know, it's like you want to research it. You want to find out, like, okay,
Yeah.
especially when you're intrigued by it, you want to research it, not as if like you don't believe it, but as if like you know when you speak, you can see that it actually happened to you. So it's not like you're trying to convince a person. That's the beauty of it to me. It just flows. It's not like you're trying to convert nobody to nothing. It's just like, look, this is what I do. This is what I understand. This is what I'm learning and teaching. So it's like when it flows, you know, is what it is. It's like the person ain't really lying. They just speaking what's in their heart.
Yeah, and what I appreciate about you is like we can be on the phone for like hours.
Right.
Like we be on the phone talking for like yesterday. What time we get off the phone?
I don't even know.
The day before yesterday, we stayed on the phone for like 4 hours. Then today, like I call him early in the morning. He's answering. We talking. It's just like we always have something to talk about. Like that's what I appreciate. You know, it's I really like it because like he's a Aquarius and I'm a Gemini.
Like Outcast or Quemini. Oh, go ahead, my man. What?
Oh my God,
What?
that's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they call it, a Quemini.
What? He's a Gemini and Aquarius.
Yeah.
No wonder they made so much good music.
Yeah. Exactly. When you with two like minds, when you have two like minds, that's actually, I won't say, I won't get too much in all deep stuff, but when you just have two minds that actually, I call it, are independent thinkers, but think about everything else. Meaning, you don't ignore everything that's around you.
Absolutely.
You recognize it. It may not be your cup of lemonade or whatever, but you still recognize it. But you don't. You know, it's how some people just totally dismiss something. It's like I don't think you can totally dismiss everything. It's just, you observe it. If it's for you, it's not for you. I mean, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, it's just certain things, people, I just think it's certain things we not going to understand.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think the things you have control over, you kind of, I think that's what you kind of, you research the most, whatever you have control over. And then I say once you master that, then you go into other things, because once you master one thing, you're like, okay, I pretty much got this I understand how this is supposed to go. And then you just move on to the next one, and whatever you're studying. It's just, life is like endless information.
Yeah.
So it's like, once you understand that, you always learning and learning and learning. But, however, the same way you always learning, you got to be careful about what you absorbing as well. So, it's so many different things. It's just, long as it keeps you right, or keeps your inner peace right, and just your mind right. You got to go with the flow of it. And it's like what you said, you kind of have a balance, or like a peace about yourself. It's almost like knowing what battles to fight.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's like once you understand some battles not worth fighting, you kind of look at things differently, where you're able to accept whatever the circumstances are more. And sometimes it's all right with crying too. Like most people don't understand that. Like you just gotta let that stuff out sometimes. So you can't really,
That's good.
I think that's what I think that's kind of like heals a person mental situation. I think a lot of times it's just held back tears.
Yeah.
So when you hold back tears, you start to think too much. You start to think about everything, or you start to think, I have to be strong. People, it's like it's a lot of to me, it's like a lot of misleading information. It's like people think if you don't cry, you're strong,
Yeah.
and if you do cry, you're weak. But crying is just a part of your experience. So it's like, you know,
I appreciate that.
what? Oh, you stomach like that?
But anyway, we gonna get out of here. But this is my friend Dave, and he's such a good person. And I wanted to do a video with him because we always talk about everything, and just wanted to kind of just talk about relationships and why they're important, because actually I am like, I really do would like a relationship. I would like to be intimate. Like right now I'm like celibate. And
I'm just laughing because I hear that. I just be laughing when I hear
why
that.
you be laughing?
I don't know.
What you feel about me being celibate?
I just look at. I know. Let me be quiet. I don't know
No,
something.
I wish you would stop doing
No,
that.
I just look at it as, like I say, I don't knock anyone for doing what they do. I just look at it as a one day you gonna lose it, so you better use it. That's all I say.
Well, you better act right. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just saying in general, like just for people in general, like people say that, and I get it, I understand it. I just look at it as, if I didn't create it, I ain't gonna hate on it. So I didn't create love, I didn't create intimacy, I just partake in it. So it's like I look at it as what what actually presented it here on this planet, universe, whatever we call it, whatever brought it here. It actually is a part of creation, relief.
Is that what it is? It seems like it for you guys.
Nah, well, see, that's what I mean. This is what I was talking about a little earlier. That's why I'm glad you said that. I just really think a relationship, honestly, is a mindset. That's all I think it is.
A mindset.
A mindset. Because if you think about, I look at it like this: everybody has stories of something they overcame or something they feel they accomplished. They couldn't do it without their mind. They had to get it in their head first that they can actually do it to perform it. I don't care who told them. Once you get it in your head and you get it in your mindset that it can be accomplished, you just accomplish it. Like you're not gonna really run over a person or do a person wrong is if you have that mindset and say, look, whatever relationship we have, whatever agreement we have, and you open and honest with each other, and it's like there ain't no games involved. You can't really have no ego to me in a relationship because people have different forms of relationships. So you got some relationship was one person, three people, all types of stuff. Now I don't want that. I'm just saying you have different forms. So I try to acknowledge everybody where I'm just not talking about myself.
We can go on and on. I didn't want this video to be like 20 minutes, but we talk
Yeah,
so
we be
much.
rapping.
We always talk. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. But yes, this is my friend Dave, and we just kicking it, just talking. But anyway, y'all have a good night.
Peace out. Yeah, I feel like